Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls, so please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show. Notice anything different?
Why am I so much taller than Debbie?
I shrunk.
Because, is this driving everybody crazy? Is this driving you nuts? We know we did this in a live video and it made people so annoyed. They're like, you're on the wrong side. But here, check this out. She's short, right? Seems awfully short. And I seem so tall that my whole head is in the video. Here's why. We will go back to our respective spots, but come on over. Here's a secret, is in my hands. Debbie sits on two pillows to try to even be close to the same height as I. It's our little thing.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But thanks for being here today, guys. Enough of that weirdness. Appreciate having you. Please hit the like button if you like the content. Consider subscribing to the channel. And again, thanks to everybody over at Patreon. You guys are rock stars. We just put out this morning a special American, local to us, our own local Halloween video. So some local stuff in our neighborhood and things like that to show you guys. So I hope you enjoy that on Patreon. And what are we doing today, Debbie?
Today we're gonna do some travel or exploration. We are gonna check out a new area in the United Kingdom. We're gonna check out
going where?
Whitby.
Whitby. So this was a poll we did on Facebook and as well on YouTube, and you guys said you want us to see Whitby. What do we know about Whitby? It's in Yorkshire. Some people on Facebook said that it is the best place for fish and chips, and that's like my thing. They better have mushy peas. Yes. And
she's obsessed.
I am a little obsessed. A lot. And something about Dracula, and that's it. That's what we know. Nothing else.
That's right. So we need to learn.
And yeah, we're going to go on this adventure today and learn about Whitby.
I can't wait to see what Whitby has to offer.
Yeah, and also in the comments, drop us a line of a place for next month that you'd like us to check out. A place that maybe, I don't know, something that you think is missed by tourists.
Yeah.
Because we try not to look at the most touristy places. We try to look at the places that are not as busy and seen that are beautiful.
A little bit off the path.
Absolutely. So let's get into this and learn about Whitby.
Whitby has all the essentials of a traditional seaside resort. However, there is so much more to this unique town that makes it worth a visit.
Pirates.
With a rich history, Gothic architecture and links to Dracula, you will find plenty of sights and attractions here to keep you entertained.
Puppies.
Based on our own trip, we will show you 15 examples of things you can see and do in Whitby, so if you're planning a visit, then we hope you will find this helpful. First up is climbing the 199 steps.
No, thank you.
While they have now been replaced with stone, originally these steps were made from wood.
Really?
Next we're going to climb the 199 steps up to the Abbey. Traditionally you have to count them, so let's see how far we get before we get bored. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you lose count on the way up, then Roman numerals added to the steps will help you keep track.
199 steps.
Yeah, I don't like walking up steps.
I don't think I'd make it. How many of you have walked up all those steps?
And what is the, there's no way, okay, so they were wooden at one point. That's insane. My question is, why? There's got to be a reason for it. So why 199 steps? There's got to be something to it.
Is there a significance to
Well,
that
they
number?
did say to the Whitby Abbey, which I'm assuming is a church.
Yeah, that would make sense.
We have steps here in our city that go up to, I can't remember which church it is, and people, remember they stop and pray on it. What holiday is that?
I think it's Easter.
Oh, is it Easter? Yeah.
For Lent.
Or Ash Wednesday or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something connected to that. Let us know.
Once you do reach the top, you'll be rewarded with spectacular views over Whitby.
Wow.
Nice.
Hold up.
It's a great view.
Whitby, hi. I didn't expect that.
No, it's beautiful.
That is stunning, you guys. You've been holding out on us. Why didn't we do the center?
From up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty relaxing with all the seagulls chirping away in the background.
I should describe them as chirping. Squawking.
Squawk.
I think he was squawking.
Yeah, worth
wow.
199 steps. There is also a sloped pathway you can take up to the top if you don't want to go up the steps. After climbing...
This stuff is, I think, it's been like 5,000 years since I read Dracula or watched the Dracula movie. But yeah, 5,000, because I am 5,001. But St. Mary's Church, I feel like that's Dracula, and I feel like when she said Whitby Abbey, and even the steps, I feel like that has a connection, but I could be completely wrong.
I think it does.
I could be completely wrong. Didn't Dracula go up the 199 steps to the
I think I remember something about that.
What is it? To the graveyard at St. Mary's or something? I don't know.
There's a graveyard.
Help me if we don't get it in this video.
Climbing the 199 steps, you'll reach St. Mary's Church and Graveyard. This parish church is a Grade 1 listed building and was originally founded around the year 1110.
Wow.
Pallbearers used to have to carry coffins all the way up the 199 steps to the church cemetery, which must have been...
Carry a coffin up there?
Are you kidding?
I could carry myself up.
I can't imagine.
Exhausting. In the cemetery resides the grave of a man named Swales, which inspired the name of Dracula's first victim in Bram Stoker's novel.
That was kind of wrong.
You can't come to Whitby without exploring Whitby Abbey, so that's what we're doing next.
Okay, yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is stunning.
Whitby Abbey is almost 1400 years old and is one of the oldest abbeys in England.
What?
It fell into ruin because, like many abbeys in the UK, Henry VIII decided to dissolve it so that the land and the wealth could be transferred to the Crown. For non-English heritage members, admission is £11 for an adult and £6.60 for a child, and the money goes towards the restoration of the abbey.
Oh, cool.
At the time of making this video, you're required to book a time slot in advance, although we found that even on the morning of visiting, there was still plenty of availability.
So this video is 2 years old, I believe.
Yeah. That's good to know you have to book a time, or you might need to book a time.
That is really neat.
After walking around the ruins, you can visit the museum to learn more about the history of the abbey and how it has inspired artists and writers for hundreds of years. Then, as with all good historic landmarks, you exit through the gift shop.
It's creepy as crap.
Ooh.
Bram Stoker, who was the author of Dracula, was in Whitby when he wrote his novel, which is why it features so much in the tale. And here is the Bram Stoker memorial seat. The plaque on the bench says, "The view from this spot inspired Bram Stoker memorial."
I know. Okay. The view from this spot inspired Bram Stoker, 1847 and 1912, to use Whitby as the setting of part of his world-famous novel Dracula.
Nice.
This seat was erected by Scarborough, I probably didn't say that right, I'm not going to say the next word either, Council and the Dracula Society to mark the 68th anniversary of Stoker's death, April 20th, 1980. So I know there's, okay, so we were told about there was a connection, and I thought I heard that a lot of it was him seeing Whitby Abbey inspired the setting of the novel, which is really, really, really
cool.
That
is awesome.
That is super neat. I did not know these things.
The plaque on the bench says, "The view from this spot inspired Bram Stoker to use Whitby as the setting of part of his world-famous novel."
Let's see why.
Yeah.
Whitby used to be a major whaling port, and there's still a few reminders of that around, such as this whalebone arch.
Oh, wow.
The archway frames a view of the town, so it's also a great spot for a photo. Near the whalebone arch, you will also find the bronze statue of Captain James Cook, who was a famous British explorer in the 1700s. You can learn more about him at the Captain Cook Museum or by visiting the Endeavour.
They keep showing that statue of him with the bird on his head.
Why is he got a mask on?
I think it's just a random bird. Yeah, why is there a mask? That's crazy.
Let's rewind that just a little bit.
See? There's no stain on him.
And there's bird
that
poop.
Alone is scary.
Well, it's a seaside town, so you're gonna have a lot of seagulls.
No birds on my head.
You can learn more about him at the Captain Cook Museum or by visiting the Endeavour Experience.
Got it. What's the Endeavour Experience?
Explore a full-size representation of the H.M. Bark Endeavour, which was the first vessel famously commanded by Captain Cook.
That's awesome.
Carefully observe the latitude and longitude in which that land is situated.
That's neat. I would do this.
For £5 admission, you can get a feel for what life at sea would have been like for Captain Cook and his crew.
Why? Is there a hand there?
Interesting and informative, we thought this exhibition...
No, she just ignored that completely. No. Hi, what's going on there?
Life at sea, and you're cutting a body and
What's going on?
Is this... I don't know.
Look at the tool. I'm freaked out now.
Don't even know what to say.
Whitby, I liked you, and now I'm scared to come to you.
Exactly.
I want an explanation.
Hopefully she gives one.
I hope so, too. I don't think so.
Interesting and informative, we thought this exhibition was well worth the price. There's also a restaurant on board if you fancy dining below deck.
Huh.
If you prefer your vessels to be less stationary, then there are several boat trip options for you around the harbour. For £4 you can...
Go ahead, you know you're going to ask it. I'm like, I knew she was going to pause it.
Is it an ice cream boat?
Is there ice cream boats anywhere besides Norfolk? And if so, how common are they in the UK? Because that's the only place we've seen one.
There should be an ice cream boat here. Like a pirate themed.
Oh, yeah. I'm loving this
Take a
place.
short trip out to sea. And I do mean short, it's probably only about 20 minutes or so. But it's a great way to spend some time on the waves and to take in the beautiful coast from a different perspective.
That is gorgeous.
When it comes to picking a boat, we couldn't resist the Black Pearl, but if you don't like Jack Sparrow, then there are plenty of other boat trips to choose from.
The ice cream one for Debbie, if there is.
We've come to Whitby Beach. It's definitely too cold for us for a swim today, but it's a nice spot for a walk. The crashing waves, miles of spotlessly clean sand, and a long row of colourful beach huts makes this an ideal place for a break from the crowds, even if it isn't a warm day. If you don't want to walk along the sand itself, then there is also a promenade, so you can still go for a seafront stroll. We found a caterpillar that looks like a HB pencil.
You say promenade, we say boardwalk. Look at that dog flying. And I know you say
Stretch your
boardwalk
legs
too,
around
but
the
it's
lively harbour, which is filled with all sorts of boats of different types and different sizes.
Okay.
It's still a working harbour, so you will see fishing boats bobbing alongside the tourist day boats.
Yeah, we heard there's a best place for fish is here, and I'm guessing...
I'm thinking this is where it comes from.
Because they have the fishing boats coming in.
So can you send that over to us, frozen? Is that a way?
Is that an option?
Is that an option? Let us know.
Or did they just cook it differently here?
Yeah, why is it's probably just fresher. I'm guessing because it's right there. You know, that's got to be there. Is that the reason why it's the best? Let us know.
Yeah.
It's got to be freshness, right? Then he would hate our fish.
Right?
We're nowhere near the ocean.
No, we're not.
Wow, so this plaque says that this ancient timber stock anchor was brought up in the net of the Ocean Venture of Whitby in 1981.
Oh, cool. Year I was
Next, we're
born.
going to take a walk along the pier to the lighthouse. It looks so nice now as the sun's starting to go down. It's a lovely golden colour. You can also walk the length of the east or west pier, where you can get a closer look at the historic lighthouses and watch boats enter and leave the harbour.
You hungry?
Yeah. If you're looking for somewhere to eat in Whitby, there are plenty of quality restaurants and cafes to choose from.
Please show us fish and
I will
chips.
quickly show you where we ate during our trip to give you an idea of a few places you might want to...
Just for a second. I almost caught it. Bear with me.
I will quickly show you where we ate during our trip.
Okay, before she shows us where she ate. When we see little pictures like this of restaurants and things like this, and even shops that look like this, oh my gosh, how much do you just want to run there right now?
Oh, I would love to be there.
I'd be a little kid skipping around. What? Look at that! Looks so cool. Let's go inside. I don't even care what they have. I just want to go.
We'd have to go in just to walk in.
I would have to.
Else.
And then everybody would be staring at me because I'd be filming it like, this is cool. It just looks beautiful and neat and fun.
Trip to give you an idea of a few places you might want to consider. Whitby is known for having some top-notch fish and chips. In fact, a few days before our trip, Whitby was trending on Twitter in the UK after someone tweeted the question, which seaside resort do you think has the best fish and chips? We ordered ours from Trenchers, which is one of several fish and chip shops in Whitby to have excellent reviews. We would recommend their lightly battered skin-on haddock, which was absolutely delicious.
Skin-on haddock, though, Debbie.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm sorry. The skin-on part just not my thing.
How common? So is that a thing that's like? And we've seen a friend on Facebook Live get fish and chips, and I saw the skin was on there. I'm like, oh, we don't eat ours like that here. The skin's taken off first, then it's battered or whatever. Is that like everywhere? I don't know that we would like that too much.
I know I wouldn't.
She would hate it.
I ain't doing it.
But look at that plate of amazingness right there.
It does look good though.
That looks insanely awesome. And where's the mushy piece?
Looks like here you don't get them.
Did you notice though at this shop, they were wearing chef's hats and different from like what we've seen of the chippies. I guess this is more of like an upscale restaurant than just a chippy.
Seemed like.
But that's making me very hungry. Guess what I'm gonna eat today? It's gonna be fish and chips day. It's Sunday, isn't it?
It is Sunday. But I am gonna try to make genuine fish and chips.
On Patreon. The reason I'm mad at Sunday is because my favorite place that sells fish and chips here is closed on Sunday.
Recommend their lightly battered skin-on
Said
haddock,
haddock.
which was absolutely delicious.
See, we usually eat
Next,
cod.
we tried Rusty Shear's Cafe, a charming vintage tea room serving delicious homemade food alongside specialty
cute.
teas, coffee, wine, craft beer, and over 150 types of gin.
No thanks.
We really enjoyed their charcuterie board of
Yeah.
cured meats, olives, pickles, salad, and crusty bread.
Oh yeah, count me
Plus, anywhere this encourages you to combine my favourite drink with my second favourite drink is alright by me. One evening, we fancied a seafood restaurant that didn't require a reservation, so we opted for Fisherman's Wife. They have a fairly extensive seafood
Wow.
menu, and we can vouch for the mussels, served in a creamy
so
white wine
great.
sauce,
Nice.
being excellent. Overlooking the harbour is the Moon and Sixpence, which is a restaurant and bar with
Like
a
the name.
relaxing atmosphere and varied lunch menu. Aaron ordered oysters while I ordered pulled rib tacos, and we shared
Yes.
some loaded
Wow,
fries.
Nice.
Okay, I'm
We did
starving.
enjoy the food, but thought it was a little...
Whitby, what the crap, man?
Not good to be watching this while
This
we're
is
hungry.
not fair. I am getting really jealous. Everything she's showing and even talking about, minus the alcohol, I don't drink. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. And again, we're so far away from the ocean, we don't get fresh seafood.
No, we sure don't.
So I've never had, well, that's not true. When we got on vacation,
Yeah.
I've had fresh seafood, but this, if you live here,
Nothing.
let us know. And how do we get a hold of this stuff over here? It wouldn't be fresh then. So completely just don't know why I said any of that.
pricey for what we got. If you're looking for a hearty meal on a budget, then we would recommend Humble Pie and Mash. This small 1940s themed cafe serves a selection
yes.
of homemade pies with mash, peas, and gravy. We both went for the braised steak pie because it was a bestseller, and we were not disappointed.
Gosh, this looks good.
It does.
Shouldn't have watched this until I ate.
Now that you've got some ideas for food, let's talk about beer. Next to the Abbey sits a microbrewery
Dog
set in a
bar.
converted barn. After climbing the 199 steps, grab yourself a local beer and enjoy the views of the ruins from
Wow.
the
Come on.
brewery tap room.
What I
Look
miss?
at that, sitting there and you get to see that.
That's
Abbey
insane. See, when we're sitting at a
Incredible.
restaurant, we're looking at Walmart parking lot or something. I'm kidding. We have beautiful views here too, but we don't see stuff like
Nothing
this.
like that.
No, that's
If
insanely
you would
gorgeous.
prefer something that doesn't require the climb, then we would also recommend the Endeavour,
Endeavour.
which is a cosy traditional pub with friendly staff and a great selection of gins. The compact town centre of Whitby is lined with small independent
Yes.
stores. From antiques
Nice.
to sweet treats, there are plenty of interesting shops to
Hey.
stop at. You'll also find several jewellers here selling pieces made from the popular Whitby jet.
I couldn't afford any of it.
This one has a jet spider. It's a dragonfly one. I can't make a
Wow.
point about shopping
Fudge.
in Whitby without mentioning the famous Fortune Skippers. Heading down the cobbled Henrietta Street, you will smell it before you can see it. This traditional smokehouse was established in 1872 and you can still buy yourself smoked skippers here today.
I swear she showed at the beginning of that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to rewind it because that was a while back. A place called the Magpie Cafe. Did you see that too?
Yep.
And I was
Sure did.
hoping she was going to talk about it, but then she never did. So, because we just did our bird video not long ago, a couple
Mhm.
weeks back, and then I'm like, I would be running into that place just
Yes,
because
you
it says
would be.
Magpie. Like, yes. Like, get me over there.
Yeah.
That is so much awesomeness already. Like, I am seriously, like, we would, when we ever get over there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, we're bringing ourselves for 3 daggone months. So
We're
get
going
used
to
to
have
it.
to.
We're seeing so many different places. It's ridiculous. Obviously, all of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
That's not all, but and I'll be in the Cotswolds first though. But this is just crazy, and the amount of shops. It's just they're so beautiful looking, and they're so neat,
Quaint looking.
quaint.
Yes.
So just picturesque, and just this is great. And the food. Oh my gosh, I would be fat in a minute.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take long. Alice Garden. What's that?
For any Alice in Wonderland fans,
Oh,
there is a small
nice.
Alice-themed space hidden away on Cliff Street.
Beautiful.
The garden was created by Whitby and Bloom in 2018 and has features like an archway of playing cards and a planter shaped like the Mad Hatter's hat.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
At Whitby Museum, you can explore a variety of exhibitions on geology, natural history, sociology, and more. Admire incredible fossil dinosaurs and intricately built model ships.
Got me in a bottle.
Someone's built a model
Wow.
of the Endeavour, and it took 2 years
The
and
Endeavour.
22,364 matchsticks. That's pretty cool. They even have a mummified hand, which according to legend was used by burglars to send a whole household to sleep so that they could rob them.
I'm sorry. What now? Come again?
Oh, what? Why?
Excuse me?
Mummified hand.
For what now?
Ooh. Put the family to sleep so that they could rob them.
Okay.
I know.
We're just going to skip that part.
Hold to sleep so that they could rob them.
That's gross.
If you're looking for a day trip from Whitby, then we would recommend Robin Hood's Bay. This beautiful village has a fascinating history of smuggling, and it is a popular spot for fossil hunting. It's just
Oh.
6 miles from Whitby, so you can either drive, catch a bus, or even walk.
Okay.
If you would like to see more of Robin Hood's Bay, then we do have a video tour available on our channel.
Wow, that went by fast. All right. Well, that was super freaking quick, but I loved that. Enjoyed that so much. I'm incredibly hungry now.
Very hungry.
Very jealous. You guys are. I know pretty much everybody in the UK gets fresh seafood because
Right?
y'all live very close to the ocean. Whereas, I think what's our closest drive for us to get to an ocean? Like 10 to 12 hours.
8. But yeah, 10 hours at least.
About 10 hours is our where we're located in Cincinnati. But we don't so we don't get the fresh seafood like you do.
No, we sure don't. But wow, Whitby seems to have quite a bit to offer.
Yeah.
And so cute, quaint.
And that was just 15 things for this video. And we know, guys, that no video ever encompasses all. We know that.
No.
We've done so many different travel videos back earlier in the year. So don't get mad if something wasn't in there. Don't get mad at us. Just let us know what we did miss. Let us know if you're from there, if you've been, if you have never been, and if you want to go now.
Right? I know I want to.
I know, I do too. I want to go there. I want to definitely check out Whitby Abbey. I would walk the 199 steps just so I could say I did.
I just want to eat, walk the steps, eat, walk the steps, eat, walk the steps.
Oh, I see what you're doing here.
That way I can go try all the restaurants and I'll be working there.
You want to go to the sweet shop though too, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. Then walk the steps and eat some more.
I don't think that's necessary. I think you're fine, babe. I want to eat all the foods. If you do live there or if you've gone often, what is your favorite restaurant? Did she mention it in this video?
Oh, that'd be great.
Let us know. If you agreed with Whitby being the best fish and chips. I mean, we've asked a lot for months and everyone has said that.
Yeah. And do they cook it differently there?
That was what I was just going to ask. Is it because it's just so fresh? Because again, there's plenty other places that are on the coast. What is it about Whitby's fish and chips?
Yeah.
And haddock, she mentioned that, which is interesting because we typically have cod.
Yes.
So what's more popular? And should she be making haddock? Ooh.
I've heard
For
either
Patreon?
haddock or cod. One of the two.
What tastes better?
Good
Interested
question.
to know. It was so much more than I expected.
It really was.
And it gets, like you said, quaint was such a good word for it.
Yeah.
I just want to run around like a little kid skipping. I do. And like, let's go into this shop. Now let's go into this shop. Now let's eat here. And then I would be mad because I'd have to stay here for at least a week to try all the different food places because I can't eat too much in one day.
Yep.
So please tell us, where's your favorite places to eat in Whitby? Love to know in the comments. The stuff about Dracula, super cool. I'm sure there could have been a lot more into that, but I was just to get any information on that was really
Makes
neat.
me want to go watch Dracula again.
Dude, let's do that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Let's
doing
do it.
that. You should do it with us. But thank you guys. I hope you like this. If you did, hit that like button. And again, in the comments too, let us know. And we'll see like how many people say the same place. Where you want us to take a look at for next month.
Yeah. What should we check out?
Where else should we check? Because this was great. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope to see you back on Wednesday. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat. Where does that saying come from?
I have no idea.
Anybody know?
A frog in your throat.
I mean, has anybody actually had a frog in their throat? And if so, that doesn't seem right.
That's creepy. Why are you putting a frog in your throat?
It's not right there. This is the real Natasha and Debbie show.
We
This
think
is-
weird things.
These are the kind of conversations we have.
Strange questions.
It's a true story. We will see you back on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Until then, as always, from the heart, love like jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson. Bye.
Bye.